Hey guys, welcome back. Xavier the Gamer back again. So today we're doing type predictions for the newest Ultra Beasts revealed to Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. We got UB Burst and UB Assembly. Now these are actually some unique Pokemon. Now I didn't honestly think we would get new Ultra Beast reveals for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, but honestly I felt like it deserved to be done. And with that being said, I'm just going to go ahead and give my predictions on the typings for these Pokemon. So let's start off with UB Burst. Now, UB Burst was the first new Ultra Beast to be revealed in Nintendo Direct's newest trailer. Now, just from the tidbit of what I've seen and the vibe I got from, just its design and its style altogether, I'm willing to bet that UB Burst is most definitely a fairy type, because it has its signature move, which is where it throws the rattling head. Its rattling head, and it seems to be in a rather decorative format. So I'd imagine it's either, I would honestly hope that this Pokemon ends up being either psychic or fairy type, or both psychic and fairy type. Or at least, if there's a variant of the two, I would honestly be fine with, fairy type and, just, if not just flat out fairy type or fairy and fighting type. Just by the way that, it's carrying itself. And I felt like there's really no signature type between, there's no one common typing between the Ultra Beasts in general. So seeing that, UB Burst, as its name says, its head explodes into what looks like a bunch of colors and all that, and on some level, on some real like clowny level stuff. So I can't really say, because we only got like a good maybe 10 seconds total of UB Assembly and Burst. So right now I would only say that, how can I say this? I want to say that I think UB Burst would actually be a pretty good fairy type, because it would actually be, I'm not going to say it'll be the first legendary because we got Xerneas, but if it was a psychic and fairy type, it would be the first combination of a fairy and psychic type in the series, which would actually be pretty cool. Which means it would be very good to use in competitive battle. So I feel like UB Burst being, a fairy type that has like extended speed and, special attack, I feel like this Pokemon would actually be pretty cool once they, give, some decent information on it. But like I said, just predicting, but I honestly hope that it's a fairy and psychic type, because that would be one badass combination to use online. And I honestly would really fucking love that, to be completely honest with you. And that's just me, that's just me. Next, now we got the much bigger. We got UB Assembly. Now, UB Assembly is a mysterious Pokemon on its own. I don't understand UB Burst. I don't know anything about UB Assembly. But I know for a fact that UB Assembly screams Steel type. It screams Steel type, because the only move that they showcased was it using Iron Defense. So that off back tells me that this Pokemon is going to have some really high ass defensive skills. And no matter how you look at it, I feel like this Pokemon is going to have a much different approach than the other Ultra Beasts. And I feel like its defense and I would definitely say its defense and its attack probably would rival that of Guzzlord or whatever. And just for the fact, given it that it has the Ultra Boost, which increases its stats, which probably would raise its special defense, attack, or whatever have you, I honestly am willing to bet that just by the looks of it, I'm hoping that it's a Dark and Steel type, because that would be a combination, worth it. And just by that being the case, I don't think it's just a coincidence that, they showcase UB Assembly and it's be battling an Incineroar. And we know Incineroar is a fire and dark type, so that would mean UB Assembly is probably a steel and rock type or a steel and ground type. Because regardless of how you look at it, just by, the way it has like a brick wall structure, it has it has a very menacing look somewhat. Like, you can't take it seriously, but it probably has some crazy stats that'll probably really make you consider what the fuck you think you're doing. Because, like, on some real shit, if this was a steel and dark type, I can honestly sit there and say that Incineroar would have a definite problem, because just because it's a steel type, it being weak against fire type moves wouldn't really do anything, because Iron Defense increases its defense by 1. So, you know, I personally think that UB Assembly is going to be a dark and steel type. So what do you guys think? You think the Ultra Beast typings are, you think my Ultra Beast predictions are okay? You think I'm doing something right here? Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to subscribe to Xavier the Gamer, and stay tuned for much more content.